today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From his goal line here, Fields. This is caught. It's Brown. He's at the 40. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Brown, 96 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well,
coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
That is caught by Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy.
Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we come upon, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. A little juke. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. A full left side taken in by Kmet. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another try after the first down sack. Fields will try and set up the screen to Swift. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Chicago. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen that.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Good footwork at the 30. And some room to roam now. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Check on his status when we get back. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears add on to their 4th quarter lead at 8-2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him
to see how they're going to use him this week.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Herbert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A.J. Brown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
They'll run on first down. Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Kaepernick now to throw. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw, Kaepernick. And his pass incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. On play action, Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Chuck. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big kick.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a give, right side. Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 88 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a give, right side. Herbert, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Swift. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Fields on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Now Colin Kaepernick. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Bears going to call the first of their... Timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bears, they just keep
today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game,
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. At 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic.
Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Swift's got the first down and then some, as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going deep for Brown. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Chicago. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes the play behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Credit that to the rookie first-rounder Zaven Collins, the former Tulsa Golden Hurricane. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Shoves him aside. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. Swift's got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the 1st half. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And you see the... almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the 1st half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a give, right side. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-7. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's got it. What a catch. Almost. A big connection on that. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Fields on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, it'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd down at 5. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw is Murray. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. On the return is Cohen. So now Fields and the Bears down 20-19. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. Able to find Kmet. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed it off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough
tonight.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Fields. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Throwing on third down, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going to go. It's Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. linebacker pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
James has got it. Complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, spaced around.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Does. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what he
think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long. It's Fields. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A giant hole up the middle. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Running is Swift. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week easily. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Christian Kirk with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap. Fields trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own. Now the offense back out onto the field as he'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Herbert. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the line, prepping for their next drive. The Bears offense And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
Oh, it stays up. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, Fields. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Fields now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. The screen pass here to Cohen. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Off play action, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And one last throw here for Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the
tonight. From Seoul.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 money. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 10 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of a couple. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw is Fields. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And a really good play call.
Touchdown, Bears! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now hang tight here. Following the play, still down on the ground, is A.J. Brown. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 39, Fields. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Throwing again is Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a give right side Swift. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Christian Kirk on his way. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. A final shot before break. Fields. He's going to go up top again. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with a big... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On first down, Fields.
He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been.
And got his man complete. Touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
An 80-yard touchdown. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And the Vikings are going to take... At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Swift. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. We'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Fields. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to hit right in the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw. Fields. The quick slant caught. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 4th down, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and
today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
He's going deep for Brown. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to zip through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it on. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
7-7, our score after 1. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Fields. That is caught by Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. Herbert. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Cohen. Touchdown Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On play action, Fields escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry up. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play action. It's Fields. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because
Him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
3rd and goal, option right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sport. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They try again with Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Oh, some strong running. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a home date